Hi everyone. No need to skip the dishes, Uber Eats, or worry about going to the grocery store. I'm delivering to you a yoga snack. Yes, I am giving you a yoga snack because I need a yoga snack. Otherwise, I will just keep staring at a screen until midnight. So I hope you'll join me with this very short yoga session. It's going to be very improvised, so we'll see what happens, but I am going to focus on the core. So this is going to be an intense, hopefully 10 to 15 minute session where we work on our core. The time of day, who knows what kind of sounds, or if a cat might wander through, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, so let's find our way on our backs, and we'll start in a constructive rest pose. Let's just take a moment to ground ourselves, maybe putting a hand on the belly and the chest. And we'll just take some deep grounding breaths, inhaling, filling the belly, chest and ribs, and exhaling, letting it go. Let's try that one more time. Inhaling deeply, and exhaling, letting it go. Before we get into our core workout, let's just bring our knees into our chest and give ourselves a quick hug, massaging the spine, maybe rolling back from side to side, just feeling that gentle release. And when we're ready, on our next inhale, let's send the right leg long, pulling the left leg into the chest. And let's switch it up, bringing our right leg in and extending the left leg long. Again, on that inhale, extend the right leg, bringing the left leg in, and switching again, bringing the right leg in, extending the left leg. Let's try that a few times just to warm us up, get ourselves energized, and always trying to match the breath with the movement. And when we're ready, let's switch it up. You can keep doing this, or we can bring ourselves up. Oh, my cat is in the litter box, I am telling you. Let's try switching it up. We're going to bring our right elbow to the left knee and extend our right leg long, as if we're pedaling some kind of strange imaginary bike. So again, right elbow to left knee to right elbow. And almost as if when you're bringing the knee in, you're exhaling as if you're sending the air out with your legs. So just to try this different energizing type of breath. Let's do that a few more times. Maybe we're pedaling away from COVID-19. And when we're ready, let's bring both knees into the chest and hug it out again from side to side. Excellent work. Let's bring the feet to the mat, and we'll just roll over to one side. And when we're ready, bringing some weight into our hands, we'll come up onto all fours. So once again, as usual, we'll line up our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And again, we can come up on the fists if that's more comfortable. Otherwise, we'll just go for it into cat and cow. So inhaling, we release, bringing the belly button closer to the earth. And exhale, pull that belly button through, arching the back. And once again, inhaling, bringing the crown and the tail up. And exhale, pulling through into cat. Inhaling again to cow. And exhaling into cat. Let's do that a few more times. How appropriate that we're doing cat and cow while Audrey is in the litter box. And when we're ready, let's take a moment. We're going to play with our balance. So extending the right arm long and the left leg out. We're going to bring our knee to our elbow and extend it back out. Again, really focusing on the core here as we engage through this movement and find that dynamic tension. Excellent, we're doing great. Again, allowing this to energize our whole spirit, our body, our attitude. maybe even just letting go of some expectation of what we're doing and just going for it. Excellent. Let's try one more on each side, extending out, pulling through. Excellent, and returning back to that tabletop position. Let's take a moment and we'll find child's pose. So again, oh, here comes Audrey. She wants to be in the video too. Okay, taking a moment in extended child's pose. Let's come up again as we prepare for a posture we haven't done before. It's actually called dolphin. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come onto your elbows and forearms, and making a fist, we're actually gonna find ourselves in almost like a half downward dog position. So curling the toes underneath, we're gonna push back in the heels and come up into dolphin, which is almost like downward dog on our elbows and forearms. So we're just gonna take a moment here to settle in, maybe release our lower back, and we're gonna engage our core by coming forward and backwards in this pose. You'll start to feel yourselves energizing and feeling fired up as you come in and out. And again, if this becomes too much, we can always bring our knees to the ground, so you could do it even with knees on the floor. Otherwise, let's do a few more. Coming back and forth, allowing ourselves to breathe in whatever way suits us in this moment. Let's try one last time, and again, let's bring our knees to the floor and extend back into child's pose. Beautiful. All right. Coming up again onto all fours, we're gonna work our side by coming into a side plank position. So again, we're gonna take all fours, and when we're ready, we're gonna sort of kickstand that right leg back and putting some weight into our right side and into our hands and really widening the fingers. We're gonna allow ourselves to put that weight onto that side and open up onto our left into side plank. And we can keep this with our knee bent, or we can even extend out so that we stack the feet and do the full expression of this pose. Also an option, if it's more comfortable, we can come onto our elbow. Lots of different options. So by now, whoa, you're probably feeling this in your core, maybe shaking a little bit. Let's hang out here for one more moment. And again, let's bring both hands back to the mat and come back into child's pose. Wonderful. Let's try the other side. So I'm going to turn myself around so you can see me better. And again, taking that all fours position, I'm going to kickstand my left foot out this time. Bring some weight into my left hand and extend and open up onto that side into side plank. Excellent. Allowing ourselves to stretch all the way through the chest, through the fingertips, feeling that engagement, not just in our arm, but in our side here. Allowing ourselves to breathe. And again, if we need to put a knee down, it's okay. Let's just go for it. Excellent. One last moment as we reach through the top. And excellent, let's bring that arm back down. And let's extend back into child's pose. Beautiful. Okay, when we're ready and in our own time, we'll come forward. And we want to also work on our back. That's part of our core stability, strength, and balance. So we're going to come all the way down onto our stomach to prepare for locust. So we'll just take a moment. Maybe we want to rest one cheek to the side. And on our next inhale, we'll slowly allow dynamic tension, pulling our crown of our head and our feet and our shoulders off the mat, and extend almost like Superman or somebody, your favorite superhero, flying through the air as we reach and extend our fingertips and our toes long. Taking one last moment here and releasing back all the way down to the mat. Beautiful. Let's try that one more time. Again, extending up into that locust pose, reaching, breathing, allowing that dynamic tension to pull us a little bit higher. And once again, we'll return all the way back to the mat. And let's take a moment here to try a little bit of a baby cobra. So bringing our hands just so that they're around our chest will allow the crown of the head to lead us up as we gently rise up, pulling the crown of our heads up and allowing the muscles in our lower back to extend up. Taking a few moments here, making sure that we don't have a ton of tension in our neck and shoulders, keeping everything down and back. And once again, we'll release back. Let's take a moment here to pause, maybe shaking out our lower back, wiggling our tail. And when we're ready, we'll come up onto all fours and bring ourselves into a seated position with our knees bent. So I said we're gonna work on our core, and I wasn't kidding. So let's try for boat pose. Now, there's many different expressions, so maybe today, just holding ourselves here with our knees bent is enough for our expression of boat pose, or even just releasing the hands and keeping ourselves up like this is awesome. Otherwise, we can try bringing our heels off the mat and extending out such as this. My cat is right there. Anyway, she's gonna watch. So, extending the hands out, I'm talking more than I should. We're gonna see if we can also extend the legs long into the full expression of boat pose, really allowing ourselves and our core to activate. Maybe even they're shaking, I'm definitely shaking. And almost pretend like there's laser beams coming out from your feet no matter where they might be at this point. Keeping the shoulders back and down. And hopefully your ship isn't sinking or your boat's not sinking. Taking one last moment here at the top, and let's hug those knees in. Excellent job. What do you think, Audrey? I don't know if you can see her, but she's there. All right, and when we're ready, let's extend all the way back down, and we'll take a brief moment of Shavasana, allowing ourselves to find that deep breath again. Inhaling deeply, exhaling to release. Take as much time as you need. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for this yoga snack, and I hope you have a wonderful day.